Hey everyone, it's Jumpy. I'm back again here from 2D Dream Studios here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do animation in Unity 3D with 3D movement. Well, that's a massive part because most games, well, they have like a bunch of 3D animations to make it look really, really cool. And what this is going to be doing is this is going to be working in comparison to our 3D movement. So then, what we're going to be doing, so there's a tutorial on it, and I'm going to be putting it in the description below. So you guys can go watch that quickly and follow it, because we're going to be using scripts here that have been developed for 3D movement. So yeah, I'll give you guys 5 seconds to go to that. Great, that's good. Let's go. So what I'm going to be doing now is just adding our export, and if we drag in our export and we press play, you can't really see that you'll see that he doesn't actually do anything. There's no animation, unless you just want a, well, yeah, it's not good. What we can do now is we can just add a movement script, player movement 1. We developed that last round, and if we just do this, you can see that he just walks forward, like he zooms forward, but you can't really see that he just does the T-pose, and we kind of want to change that because, well, it's pretty dodgy otherwise. So the first thing we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to make an animated component. It's going to be really quick. And then character and animation, we're just going to create a new animated controller, and let's just call this player, and rename the export to player. Bam, there, perfect, looks great. Now what we're going to want to do here in player is we're going to want to say, because it's an entry state, and then now you can't really see that there's no, well, animation, but if we drag idle in there, you'll see that like it doesn't do anything, and that's because we have not dragged our animated component into the animated controller into the animated component. So now you'll see if we just press play, you see that is now an idle animation, and yeah, that's pretty nice. So it's better than him being a TT pose. But now here's the big thing. So what we're going to want to do now is we want to make sure our character can walk, and we just don't want him to be an idle the whole time. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be just, see, you got the player movement script. Let's just drag that onto the screen. So yeah, doesn't matter. So now what we've got to do now is we just got to create a animated script which reference in to the animated component. So now what we want to do is we just want to add a component. This is called player, or let's actually know, animation state. Now we just create a new script for that. Create an add. Okay, cool. So now that we have our script here, what we can do now is we can just do animator component. Or just say animator. And this is just referencing the animated component inside of our actual character, which is useful. Now what I want to do now is I want to just go animator equals get component animator, and then just in brackets there, and then in void update. This is very important, so make sure you follow the step really well. So let's just do if input dot get key brackets y animator dot set is walking true, and set that to true. So yeah, bam, there. So if we just go save and we go in, And while we do that, I'm gonna lower the speed to our character because he's going a bit fast. So let's just, never mind, it's fine. The speed's fine, it's okay. So now what we're gonna wanna do here is if we press, well, if we go into character or the animated component, you can see that it just does idle. And what we're gonna wanna do here is an animation. We're gonna wanna just drag in our walking thing and we're gonna wanna connect them. So make a transition here. So you see this little arrow and the conditions list is empty. And we don't want exit time, so unclick exit time. I talked about this in a previous video, 2D animation. Same sort of thing. So now what we want to do is we want to make a ball and we want to make sure it is walking. Right? So if we go and play movement, or play animation state, you can see that it is walking. It needs to be set to true for this to happen, so for there to be a conversion between idle and walking animation. So now if we just do a transition, let's just say is walking needs to be true for idle to go to walking. And so now if we just have a look, so our character will go forward. Our character will go forward and he should play the walking animation. Make sure everything's all connected up. Yeah.
2,000 years later.
So now if we have a look here, we press play. So now if we press play, if we press W, you can see that our character plays our walking animation, and that's pretty neat. But currently you can see if I let go of the Y button, you can see our character still keeps going. Well, I'll show you again because it's gone a bit far. So yeah, if I press W, right, I've let go, but you can currently see that our player is still doing the walking animation, and this is what we don't want because you want smooth like animation. So what we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to change the code. Well, not change the code, but add an extra layer. What we want to do now is we just want to copy this code and then just now if we add an exclamation mark in front of it, actually hang on, give me a second. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. You put it in front of the input. Just remember, an animator set for false. You will see that, so the exclamation mark means if you let go, it will revert back. So if we just go File, Save, this is really simple animation. And let's just put the main character, main camera underneath the player. Probably more. Let's maybe adjust that so it's pretty nice. Pretty dodgy camera, it's alright. See there, that's fine. So now if we go to animator and we make another transition and we just go disable exit time and make the conditions is walking must be false, and we gotta let go of the Y key at the same time. So yeah, let's test it out. Okay, if we press Y, you can see that our character walks, but then if we let go, you'll see that he stops, and this is exactly what we wanted. Now if you see, like, it looks pretty cool when you walk forward, and if you stop, he stops, and this is pretty smooth animation. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up in the description, and I'll leave the player movement tutorial in the description below. And if you guys really are keen, you guys don't have to, just consider subscribing and press that like button. And Oh yeah, I keep forgetting this. If you guys want to keep posted on our next videos, which are daily, by the way, so yeah, it'd be a pretty good investment. Well, not really an investment, but you get the gist. Click the bell notification, and yeah, this is Jumpion from 2D Dream Studios signing off, and drink your coffee, and goodbye.